People, deluded, I'm back again. Good morning, and I hope you're all doing well and safe. I should really do that again, but one take king. And who really cares about me messing up stuff when this morning we're waking up to a fantastic second half display from Arsenal to obviously get 4 goals. Obviously the first half an hour was tough, but it is how you start games, and we need to improve at everything, because sometimes we start well, then we run out of juice at the end. Sometimes we don't start well, and then like you see in this game, we've turned it around. We need to somewhat find a medium where we start convincingly. You know, there's not really any need for a half-time team talk from Arteta, which it appeared, and we're blitzing teams. It is what it is anyways. 4-0. Most important thing is 3 points. You know, obviously 5th, I think City personally are going to get that overturned, but at this moment in time, 5th appears another meal ticket, a chance to cheat death to get Champions League football. So we owe it to ourselves to try and get 5th. Personally, the boys have said they wanted top 4. Arteta has said they wanted top 4. So I want to see them all with a siege mentality, galvanised to somewhat do Mission Impossible sort of thing, whether I think that's going to happen or not. But against Newcastle, credit where due. We got 3 points. We got back to winning ways. They played 4-5-1. We managed to break them down eventually. You've got to respect Newcastle. We've got 6 points off them. I'm not too sure any other top 6 sides have 6 points, because they've beat Chelsea. They've maybe even Liverpool, but Liverpool, like us, they've given Liverpool a run for their money. They've drawn against City. They've beat United, if I haven't said that. Either way, Steve Bruce and his men, they kind of know how to play top 6 games, and they've been giving their fans a source of joy. So from a tactical point of view, there's not really much to speak about, and my stand broke, people, so I'm having to do this by hand. I need to get over to buy one. But obviously, they were playing 4-5-1 in a defensive phase. That's what you're going to see. Joe Linton behind the ball, and he's a man mountain. Being at the game, there was one time, I think 3 man, it's not that they weren't defending, it's just they physically couldn't. Like, I think Ceballos tried to get the ball. I can't remember the 2 others, but someone tried to get the ball off Joe Linton. It was a myth, people. It was a myth. He's too dense, he's too strong, like man mountain, people. So we knew it was going to be a madness today. And that's probably the only bit we struggled. He's too much, people. He's too strong. And forgive me if I'm wrong, he kicked the ball away in the early exchanges. How he never got a yellow card, Joe Linton, I'll never know. But we knew what we was going to get. You're going to get a 5 at the back. They're going to be tough to break down. And that's what was kind of harming us, because, you know, when they're playing like this, there's no point playing sideways. And one thing that was getting on my nerves about Bellerin in particular, not to single him out, is when we were breaking, this is before we took the lead and started doing our thing. We're going backwards, people. We're going side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side, or whatever, and eventually it's going backwards. They've come here to remain compact, remain resolute, and try and exploit us when they can. They were pressing us as a 4, really, when they had chances being at that game. But we know that's what's going to happen. So with this, we need eye of the needle sort of thing. And Ceballos was playing in a slightly more withdrawn role. He was the only one from start to finish trying to make meaningful passes, like getting out his feet, trying to spray it to Pepe, trying to spray it there, trying a pass here. Obviously at times you can't force it, you have to do up sideways. But it just felt like we needed a bit more. For me as well, in the first half, people as well, put Bellerin over there, move everybody back. Wait, we got an extra man, what's going on? Oh, that's Mesut Ozil, people. Don't know why he's gone to the left-hand side, there's Pepe and Bellerin. But what was annoying me is, down the left-hand side, Saka was doing his thing, but again, we were very slow, we were very sluggish, there weren't really much to scream about in an attacking sense. But for me in the first half, our right-hand side was non-existent. We're getting down this side, all right, because obviously you've got Aubameyang, you've got Saka. Aubameyang's going to come inside. Naturally, we're going to gravitate towards that side more as a team, because we've got, Saka's got 8 assists now. Prior to he had 7. Aubameyang's our top goal scorer. There's no Martinelli, but even if Martinelli's there, that's where our goals come from, the left-hand side. Even if Kolasinac is playing, you know, he's crossing the ball and stuff. Mainly the left-hand side is a threat for us, people. So down the right-hand side, I was a bit upset, really, because Eddie started. Eddie was doing his thing. I think Eddie had a tough game, but what I liked about Eddie, remove Ozil for a sec, he was tracking back here, winning little balls here, little balls there, you know, trying to win little free kicks. He was doing a lot of doggy work for the team. But specific to Bellerin and Bellerin and Pepe, I didn't think there was enough movement from our men, because Pepe was coming inside a lot, like he wanted to stay here in the first half, and Bellerin weren't really going, but when he did, I just found myself, people, there was just this space begging to be exploited, begging, and you're looking at Pepe, you're saying, Pepe, you can roast, man. Bellerin, you're quick. You lot are gonna be probably our first choice right hand side. You lot need to link up and make something happen of sorts, people. And I weren't really seeing that. Like I said, they were difficult to break down, and from a Newcastle perspective, people, one thing I did like about them is it won't be highlighted as much because at the end of the day we won, but what I liked about them is actually their wide men were getting forward and giving us issues initially. You had Saint-Maximin, maybe to a lesser extent their left back, but you had Saint-Maximin and Lazario. They were very wide people. They were getting into our home half and they were wide. And even at times, there was times, because I'm sat behind, I think I had the worst seats but the best seats because I was in the bleachers, but it's like where I'm sitting, I'm seeing where we're like, was it the first half or the second half? It was the first half. I'm in front of our whole back line, so I'm behind Leno. So it's almost like I see Leno's angle, like I can see the whole defence and we're going that way. Same way when we're attacking, I'm seeing it all this way. Do you get it, people? And I felt at times Lazario and Saint-Maximin were not looking over our shoulders, and another day that could be exploited, really. But it came to nothing. The goal that we scored was lovely for me personally, people, because one thing that I like with Ceballos now, obviously, for me, he always played Torreira. He gives us that safety net. If he didn't play, so it's not a talking point, but he gives us that safety net. Obviously, in games like this, you can say because they're gonna play with a 4-5-1, like we've said, remain compact. Possession is probably gonna. I think we made 600 odd passes. Possession is gonna be more on our side, people, sort of thing. You think, alright, cool, you can take the handbrake off with that Torreira gives you and go with a bit more expansive, with a Torreira, with a Ceballos, with a Xhaka, whose strengths are on the ball, really. And I think that kind of played. But one thing I liked is Ceballos is here, so Ozil's not having to come into unnecessary places, people. Like, Ceballos is there, and he's bucking the ball to Ozil and he's breaking the lines. I think, look at the first goal. It's Ceballos and Ozil. They more or less link up together and make that whole goal. I think with the final pass, it ends up with Ceballos passing it out here. Ozil continued his run. Obviously, Pepe got it out of his feet. And then, you know, Obama made the run and headed it home. And obviously, Saka, I can't really highlight this with tactics, but shortly after, Saka's roasting people, getting in behind. And people are gambling. Pepe's gambling and getting in behind. We then obviously scored 2 late goals with Lacazette and Aubameyang, Lacazette and Ozil, 2 players who are kind of missing goals and assists at this moment in time, and then 2 of our most experienced lads. So that would have done them a world of joy, really and truly, to be honest with you, people. The main thing I liked about it is Ceballos. Ceballos is given, again, I don't want to get gassed off one game. He's been waiting for his chance. You've heard Arteta say, you know, he wants to kind of see a bit more, say he's injured, and Ceballos is saying he's not injured. Sometimes he's saying tactical reasons, I'm not letting you in the team, and things like that. He got 21 minutes in a game in the FA Cup where he potentially should have started. He's seen youngsters get ahead of him. So he's had that bit between his teeth, and he's spoken about, yo, I don't want to leave, I want to make something of myself for Arsenal for this year. Arteta's he's given him that chance, people. He's giving him that opportunity to go out there and say, yo, you want your chance, go out there and do it. And he played like someone who wants to make a mark. And it's only one game, I don't want to get gassed, but the idea of Xhaka and Ceballos, because it seems to be Xhaka and somebody, Xhaka and Guendouzi, Xhaka and Torreira, Xhaka and Ceballos. Who knows, Xhaka might come out of the team one point, but there's some good problems in the team. Who does Xhaka go with? Okay, you got Ceballos. Can I get rid of Ozil? Can I play Ozil and Ceballos? Okay, Guendouzi misses out of the matchday squad or something, because there's good competition for places now, and I think it's a good problem. Ceballos, one thing you like about him, sometimes he can overdo it, but he's brave. He wants the ball, he wants to make a difference, and I saw that today, really, with him trying to break the lines. And I have to big up the man management of Arteta, because I don't want to get gassed, but like I've just said, he said things off the field, and it's got a reaction based on this game with Ceballos, because Ceballos weren't a passenger. He wanted to, and it was nice. It was smart by Arteta to take him off and stuff, and he got a nice little round of applause, sort of thing. But he got a reaction. He got it like, okay, cool. When I give you your chance, make sure you grab it. I need to remember you played this game, and based on this game, he deserves to play against Everton, Ceballos. You look at that. He's been very good with Pepe, sometimes keeping him out of the side. And I don't know if I've mentioned it. One thing I liked about Pepe in the first half, he was actually mashing a lot of work defensively. That's been a question mark by management, allegedly, and fans of Pepe's work rate. So he's bigged up Pepe in the start, and he's got a reaction from Pepe. He's got a reaction from Arteta. Obviously, Mustafi and Luis, they polarise opinions. They've given him a reaction. Lacazette, obviously, he's stuck by Lacazette until he's needed to take him out of the team, really. Lacazette's got a goal. He's protected Ozil. And Ozil's had some anonymous performances under Arteta and some better performances. Yesterday was a good performance. He's stuck behind Lacazette, and now Lacazette scored, and goals are like ketchup. Hopefully, he can go on a run of form and whatnot. He needed that goal. You can see what it meant to him. You can see what it means to him past in the post-game comments on Instagram and stuff. I think what we've seen is Arteta's man management is superb, because I don't believe in Mustafi, for example. But my opinion is irrelevant. Arteta might be sitting there and saying, fans like me, you know, you don't rate Mustafi. Mustafi, go out there and prove them wrong. I believe in you. And you see, that sort of confidence can gas your players. Because I think Mustafi's shown he's always had a mistake, but he's battled back and having a decent career at Arsenal. And he was superb. And he's someone, you know, he's been at, sometimes he's fairly criticised, sometimes he's a scapegoat for obvious reasons, like you lot know. But I think the man management from Arteta is what's impressing me. He's getting reactions from these boys. Obviously, I don't want to get too gassed and whatnot. All that matters is where we finished in May. But I like what Arteta's doing. He's got the young players resonating with what he's doing. He's got the fans behind it. Even when I don't agree with what he's doing, people, I believe in what he's doing. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, today, like I said, Torreira would have started. Mustafi wouldn't play another game for Arsenal for me in general, but he's played them and they were paying his faith, sort of thing. Even, I don't want to keep harping on about it, but Mustafi made a mistake against Chelsea and he reacted well. So that's what I like to see from my team, that they're playing for the manager, they're reacting to these comments, and they're out here fighting people. Like, I don't really want to go over these comments because I don't feel there's relevance, but Arteta on Pepe, he said, we said some things and we need Nico to maintain game by game. He knows that, and it's the way he's been applying himself defensively in a few moments. He was top drawer. That's what he wasn't doing in the past. And when he does that, the rewards come in the other box. So again, defensively, you defend, you work for the team, and your rewards come. On Ceballos, he said, I thought Danny was ideal for this game in that game position today. The way he's been training, he's completely deserves a chance. And I'm so glad with his performance. So yeah, he's reacted well, man, and that's what you want to see. Ceballos keeps playing like that, the headlines will follow. Oh, how did Real Madrid loan him out? How are they not utilising him this season? Do you get it, people? That's what he needs to do. That's what could have been the best thing for him. He comes to Arsenal and he plays in such a way. People are saying, how did Real Madrid concede that he couldn't be utilised in any way, shape or form, people? On Lacazette, he said, I'm so pleased for Laka. The reaction of the players and the staff towards him. He fights hard for everyone. He's been unlucky. He's gained confidence from this. And he knows that everyone appreciates him. And I can't lie, being at the Emirates, that's what Arsenal's about, Carl. We've criticised Lacazette. I criticise Lacazette, but I love the guy. I love all these players. I don't criticise them for no reason. And it was lovely. It was almost brought a tear to my eye seeing the way the fans were taking when he come on. Doing the Lacazette chants, when he scored, it was a different sort of roar. And for me, even bigger than that, when the boys scored and they congratulated him, it was a lovely moment. And obviously, when you're 2-0 up, you can afford to do things. And by another token, we shouldn't be doing that. But the boys were trying to get him to score. Like, they were trying to get Lacazette into them spaces. Like Aubameyang, there was one incident he could have shot. I've seen him take a shot from that scenario every day of the week. But he tried to butt Lacazette. And obviously, it didn't come to anything. And there was a bit of fortune about Lacazette's goal. But it doesn't matter. He jumped off the bench. He got a goal and assist. Two things that have been evading him. He's still got Billy. He's our player of this season. Since he's been at Arsenal, the most question marks and probably the worst he's been playing. It's lovely for him, man. Goals are like ketchup. Hopefully he bags next week and he keeps going. Because for right now, we need everybody. Not just Aubameyang with his goal scoring. And not just Saka. We need everybody to turn up in their own way. And what I saw against Newcastle, everybody was being accountable for their own performance. Mustafi didn't want to let man down. Luis didn't want to let man down. Saka wanted to turn up. Bellerin recovered in the second half. Pepe want to make the difference. Ceballos point to prove. Do you get what I'm saying? This is what we need to go with, because we've got some tough games now. And I don't think we're going to get top 4 or top 5. Europa Leagues are, it's a shot in the dark. If we can do the business, we can do the business. But what we need to do is fight, have togetherness, and that we'll have half a chance. So it was lovely to see, man. But the game's gone and past. It was lovely, clean sheet, 4-0. It is what it is. Saka, 8 assists now. Got to big him up for how he played, and it's not even a thing about youngsters anymore. He's just a consistent player. So it is what it is. Arteta's finally said in relation to qualification for the Champions League, he said, it feels possible after the day. We need to keep winning, but the target is to keep improving performance, people. And that's what you want to You want to hear it? Finally, on Sabas, he said he had some issues as well. The way he behaved, he's completely changed his behaviours. He started to train like an animal and he was ready to play. So again, he wanted a reaction, people. He's not seeing something. Again, I don't want to speculate about Guendouzi, but someone's always got to miss out when all midfielders are going to be utilised. Guendouzi's not been in the team. He wasn't in the matchday squad. Is that the first time this season? I could be wrong. You've got to fix up in training now. Do you get? And that's what you want to see. Good issues, good headaches for Arteta. Who does he play in midfield? Who does he play at left back? Do you get? We're screaming when Tini comes back, he shouldn't start because Saka's doing his thing. You've got Kolasinac. We need these problems. If everybody's giving Arteta a positive problem, we have more chance of getting back to where we need to get to as a football team, people. But on that note, I've got nothing more to add, so I'm going to get out of it. People, it's always a pleasure speaking with you lot. Deluded, I'm out.